Worksheets, cheat sheets, webinars. Oh my. There are a million and one different freebies or whatever you want to call them. Let's call them lead magnets for the purpose of this video that you can offer your ideal audience in exchange for their email address. It can be really tough to know which one is really right to offer them. So in today's video, I'm going to share 4 reasons why I believe a quiz is the ideal lead magnet to offer your audience, especially if audience growth is a main focus for you and your content efforts right now. So I hope you'll stick around for these 4 tips. And if you do, I've got a special bonus tip for you at the end. Reason number 1 is that a quiz in nature is a decision-making tool. This means it's going to help your ideal clients and customers to make decisions easier. And you're in a way guiding them towards what it is you have to offer by helping them make decisions in an easier way. Let me give you an example of sort of what I mean here is if you've ever been to a site like Warby Parker or other shopping sites, you've probably seen that you can take like a style quiz, right? Then at the end of that, they suggest some different things, whether it's, eyeglasses or the latest workout leggings on other sites. What this does is help to narrow your options down for you. And hey, we all have too many options these days. So they're kind of guiding you in the direction that's going to be the best fit for you. It saves you time. And another way that you can use a quiz as a decision-making tool that will really help your clients and customers is the way that I did it with my own quiz. And you can check it out by going to contentimpactquiz.com. And I give people what's called a content impact identity after they take the quiz. Now, this is sort of like a persona, but what it does is it really indicates to you, the person taking the quiz, how it is that you should be using content for your own business online, what formats you should be using, what platforms you should check out, because they really serve what you need content to do for your business. And they also probably align with your strengths in terms of communication, as well as the impact that you're looking to make on your audience. So I kind of bake that into the quiz results so that I know that people are getting really a streamlined strategy at the end of the quiz, which is going to help to guide you in the right direction. Reason number 2 is market research. And this reason is especially important if audience growth is at the top of your priority list when it comes to your content efforts. If you ask the right questions in your quiz, you're going to get some great answers from people. Now, these don't need to be typing in or anything, but if you just think of like the 4 most common answers someone might give you in response to the question you're asking, and you list those as A, B, C, and D, you're going to be able to quickly tell some trends within your audience, which will help you to make smarter business decisions moving forward. This is so important if audience growth is at the top of your priority list. And even if you're looking to attract a new audience or you want to offer something new to your existing audience, figuring out where their head is in relation to what it is you offer is incredibly important and will serve you over the long term. One question I ask in my own quiz is what my audience's biggest challenge is in relation to creating content to grow their business online. And that's hugely helpful for me because it helps me to create better videos for you. It helps me to talk about better topics in my emails and just helps me to know what most people might be coming to me for to help them solve, and helps me to create the best possible offers I can to serve my existing audience. Reason number 3 is that it requires minimal design or skill beyond just creating your content. So I know that one thing that really held me back from creating a lead magnet when I was first starting out was the fact I didn't have any design skill, and I really wasn't even sure how to direct a designer to create an ebook or a cheat sheet or something like that when I was first getting started. Now, there are tons of tools and platforms that make design very simple now, or you can hire a designer, but creating a quiz with a platform like, for example, I use Typeform. Now I had to tweak a few things to make it work as a quiz, which I'd be happy to create a video about if that's something you're interested in seeing. So if you'd like to know how I used Typeform to create a quiz, just let me know in the comments below. But doing that allowed me to create a lead magnet without having to have any extra design skills or use any new tools beyond, I actually already had Typeform. I was using it for just general client forms. So that was a really nice way for me to be able to create a lead magnet without having to hire a whole bunch of people or figure out an entirely new skill. And the final reason that I wanted to mention today is segmentation. So audience segmentation is huge now. I'm sure you've probably heard of it. And all this means is basically putting your audience into buckets based on what you know about them. so that you can serve them content that's truly right for them and is going to be most valuable based on their situation. Segmenting based on your quiz respondents' answers is a beautiful way to segment your audience right out of the gates, especially if this is their first interaction with you. Now, I'm not going to dive into the specifics of how you technically go about connecting all these different tools to be able to do that, but there are some platforms that will just do it right there for you. Other tools, you may need to connect them with a tool like Zapier, and then you're able to segment based on people's answers. And it's really great because then you can send them custom emails based on what you know now that their situation is. Beyond just being a super engaging type of lead magnet, which we know from tons and tons of different studies now, a quiz is a really, really robust tool that can serve a lot of purposes in your business beyond just growing your email list. And of course, growing your email list is super important. So I would highly encourage you to experiment with creating a quiz and sharing it with your audience. Now, the bonus tip that I did want to mention is that you, of course, need to promote this quiz, right? So how do you go about doing this in a way that isn't super overwhelming? Well, I would encourage you to take the Content Impact Quiz. I mentioned it earlier, and that's my quiz. So you can just see how somebody else has done this. That's always very helpful for me to do as well, as kind of how has somebody else done this? Just go take a look at how I've done it so you kind of have an idea. And then you'll also get a PDF resource that gives you a mini content strategy that you can use to go and promote your quiz once you've created your own. So basically, you'll have a start to finish plan for growing your email list when you complete this. So head over to contentimpactquiz.com to take the quiz, get your own content impact identity and custom strategy that you can use to promote your own quiz. And I'll see you in my next video.